Kayla with Tactical Response, and I wanted to give you guys an update about what all happened yesterday. Shelton is still trying to figure out how to pull the actual testimony to put it on the members only side. If he can't do that, then I will just record the speech that I gave there so that you guys can see exactly what was said. I testified before the House Committee, and there was 3 of us to testify on behalf of the bill in there, and it was rolled to next week. I was very impressed with Representative Kip Conley, I believe is his last name. But he come up to me after, when I was walking out to my car, come up to me, personally introduced himself, told me that he was thankful that I was there to share my testimony and how big of a difference that it could make, and was just all around a genuine human being. At the end of the House meeting, he apologized that this didn't get further. He was like, the buck stops here. This is what's going on. And the fact that he took responsibility for something, and it, if you look at the reality of the situation, it's not his fault, but him taking responsibility for it just earned him an exorbitant amount of respect in my book. Then I went and testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee, and that was a little bit unnerving. There were a bunch of police officers there, state troopers to be exact, and the guy that I was speaking with about the bill, the attorney who was pushing it, he said that all those police officers were not there in support. They were there to speak against. So it kind of threw me off kilter. Coming from a place where my dad was a cop growing up, I've always supported law enforcement, and for them to push so heavy against a bill that would offer Tennesseans more protection really bothered me. It really, really bothered me. So the Tennessee Department of Safety, whoever's over the highway patrol, I can't remember the exact name of the people because it was a really long title, but they spoke out against the bill. Moms Demand Action spoke out against the bill, and they were evil-eyeing the hell out of me, and so there were 2 against, and then me and 1 other person spoke on behalf of the bill. It ended with a 5-3 vote against. The chairman refused to allow it to roll over. It was Todd Gardenhire, refused to let it roll over, even though multiple people on the committee requested that it be rolled over. Was not super appreciative of the way that he acted. You could tell that he was not a fan of the bill and pretty much single-handedly stopped it from being passed, in my opinion. But so it's dead until next year, but we're going to stay in touch with that attorney that I was speaking with throughout this, with T-Rex Arms. Isaac over there and I plan to start working together more so that Tactical Response can do more about the gun rights that we have here in Tennessee. So it wasn't quite a win, but we made some really great connections, got to meet wonderful people, and was absolutely worth it to go out and get involved. So you guys should do the same. Call up your local people and start getting ins and things like that so that you can go and testify in front of your state judicial legislation system, the whole shebang. So get out there, do something about your gun rights being eroded away. Did want to give a quick shout out to Senators Stevens and Roberts out of Tennessee. Both of them earned my, if they were in my, for me, they earned my vote. They were very well spoken, and both of them kind of gave reminders as to what it means to be an elected official and how I know Roberts specifically said that the Tennessee Constitution reads, you should be able to carry a gun unless, And he said, what we are doing here today by not passing this is you can only carry a gun if. So I really appreciated his standpoint on things, like his viewpoint, and him being willing to speak up in that committee, because it can be career suicide if you speak up against the wrong people. And learned a lot more about how this stuff works. Lost a little bit of faith in the system, but it's what we've got, so it's what we're working with. And then Stevens, he spoke on how there's supposed to be a history in the country of us voting a specific way to amend anything dealing with the Constitution, and that was not met, so you should not vote no on that. And he was they didn't appreciate either one of them or what they said, but I did, and you should too. So if you're in Tennessee and you see Senator Stevens or Senator Roberts on your ballot, that is who you should select. Representative Kip, let me get his exact name. I want to make sure for you guys. That way, if he is representing your district, you can vote for him. Kip Capley, Representative Kip Capley. If you see his name, go ahead, vote for him. He is our people. We're going to send out a couple invitations to Fighting Pistol. Maybe they will come and take part here. That is about all I got for you. Remember, guys, your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.